Hey guys, welcome back to MegaDev's monthly roundup, this time for the month of July. We've got 5 amazing games lined up for you this month, so sit back, relax and get ready to game how you want to game. Many people hail Persona 4 as one of the best JRPGs of all time. At least those who have played it anyway. It was originally released in 2008 at the end of the PlayStation 2's life cycle and re-releases the enhanced Persona 4 Golden in 2012 on Sony's ill-fated PlayStation Vita. Persona 4 never had the chance to gain the recognition that its superb sequel Persona 5 enjoyed. That changes with Persona 4 Golden's Steam debut. Now, for the uninitiated, the Atlus-developed Persona 4 Golden takes place in Inaba, a fictional Japanese town. You play as a high schooler who moves there to live with his uncle and cousin after his parents travel abroad for work. Unfortunately, the town is soon rocked by a series of mysterious murders that occur on foggy nights, and you soon learn that the murderer kills victims by tossing them into a dangerous dimension called the Midnight Channel. The player-named protagonist, along with the colourful cast of classmates, must stop the serial killer while simultaneously living his everyday life as a student. Golden also distinguishes itself from other JRPGs by featuring a contemporary setting and an intimate character-driven story. Though the game features teenagers entering the world of the unconsciousness to battle monsters, Persona 4 Golden Tale lacks earth-shattering threats like those in the Final Fantasies or Y series. And one of the best things about Golden is its musical score. Now naturally, a modern day JRPG has a modern day soundtrack. The score, one that borrows heavily from pop, jazz, rock and electronica, sets Persona 4 Golden apart from the average. Classically scored JRPG Persona 4 Golden is as fresh now as it was in 2008. Now if you want to jump in with this amazing JRPG, the MTU has you covered with 19 amazing cheats. Adding courage, knowledge, diligence, understanding, expression or even XP, you can even turn on God mode or set the AI to easy kills. Whatever you want to do, the MTU has a way for you to play. July has been the best month for Formula 1 fans. Not only has the series returned after the lengthy break enforced by the COVID-19 pandemic, but the official video game, F1 2020, also hit the shelves. Produced once again by Codemasters, the publishers and developers of the F1 game since 2010, F1 2020 looks to continue to build on the growing hyper momentum that has been building around its digital offerings in recent years. The centrepiece of course for F1 2020 is the new mode, My Team. For the first time in the franchise's history, players are able to create their own team and let 22 cars line up on the grid. In where you can create your own team, create your own car, hire your staff, increase your reputation, build upon your set studios that you've got for things like downforce, aerodynamics, the engine, airs, DRS, everything that F1 involves you get to control and manage, all while maintaining sponsors, completing sponsorship goals and obviously earning money. It is a business after all. But if you need help with that, the MTU has of course got you covered. And get this, 59 amazing cheats that are yours. Things from building resource points to money for my team. You can set infinite airs, add 10 laps of fuel during the race. You can even make the AI opponents have a maximum of first gear. The MTU for F1 2020 definitely lets you play the way you want to play. One of the best licensed games I played as a kid, young adult, was Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom, a game I fondly remember as bringing the world of Spongebob to life while still being a fun platformer. Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, a remake by Purple Lamp and THQ Nordic, struck me as a thrilling prospect, but the remake's reception at launch swung from mixed to overtly negative. This worried me. Did THQ Nordic botch a childhood favourite, or was the game just not as good as I remembered? Neither. I still love the game. The game's still brilliant. After finally getting my hands on Rehydrated on launch day, I was relieved to find that Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated provided a nostalgia-fueled recreation of a game I hold near and dear to my heart. Now I understand in 2020, Spongebob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated may feel extremely odd to newcomers. By 2020 standard, its platform mechanics feel rudimentary, but as a returning fan, It's an exhilarating blast from the past that I couldn't get enough of. Rehydrated gives the game a fresh coat of graphics for 2020, but otherwise keeps things mostly the same. Its closest comparison in recent years would be the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. And if any of you guys are struggling out there to stay rehydrated, why not use the MTU to play how you want to play? Add in things like infinite underwear, infinite jumps, or even add in shiny objects or increasing your movement speed. For you hardcore players that are returning to the franchise, why not give it a hardcore run and reset everything to 0? There's a thought. Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town kicks off with a letter from a distant mayor. Before you know it, you've taken over your dead grandfather's dilapidated farm, desperately trying to scrounge up berries in the wild to afford your all-important turnip seeds. Stardew Valley, anyone? Now, while you're thinking this is a direct copy of Stardew Valley, you might be interested to know that Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town, is actually a remake of the 2003 Game Boy Advance classic Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. Now, the Harvest Moon name belongs to the old publisher Natsume, hence the change of Story of Seasons here, even though it's the same game, which itself is a remake of Harvest Moon Back to Nature, back on PlayStation 1 back in 1999. You see where we're going with this? The original is well loved and helped popularise the seeded toil of farm work, but yikes, it's shown its age. Now, everybody that lives in Mineral Town has their own lives and routines, but they're all shallow ones based on tropes. The girl with glasses is shy and works at the library. Shock. The artist is brooding and mysterious. Shock. And your childhood friend is also there. Now, I'm not saying Story of Seasons is a bad game. It's not. It's a great game. Just Stardew does it better. However, it is a lot of fun to be had. So if you need help from the MTU, go and give it a check. It has 23 cheats available for you to use. Even things like changing your season, which is amazing. Adding gold max stamina or refilling your stamina. Even multiplying your items by 99. Again, there's hardcore options if you're one of them players. I think games are hard enough. Now, if you're tired of the gloomy atmosphere and want to enjoy bright and colourful locations and anime characters, then Aria Chronicle is what you were looking for. This JRPG from Studio N9 will take you on an exciting and dangerous journey. The story follows Princess Aria and her companions as they uncover a dark conspiracy involving a shadowy organisation. Aria Chronicle features some elements similar to Darkest Dungeon, including upgradable recruits, a side-scrolling dungeon interface with random events, and town management, where you spend resources you get in the dungeons to upgrade your headquarters. You can of course recruit new heroes as you expand and upgrade your town, and Aria herself has a flexible job system, allowing you to swap her between 14 different classes, each with their own skill trees and ability sets. The game offers flexibility, and it will be challenging for players to predict what lies ahead of them whilst playing. The basic structure of the game is that Aria parties with her heroes who have more than a dozen types of skills and roll the attacks to dungeons. Dungeons are also created randomly, therefore you have to explore the map anew every time you go through a mission. In the combat, strategic thinking is needed to enable your colleagues to exercise their combat power properly, such as the case of letting the hero alone being in a coma following death, or the loss of his abilities degraded by his mission, or the departure of the battle as he pleases. The natural fact which humans get tired and hurt as they continue to fight over and over is well reflected in this game, so that players can enjoy the real battle. The MTU, as always, has you covered with 20 amazing cheats. Things like refilling your HP, MP or AP, infinite mana or infinite health. You can even set your skills and experience for selected characters. And for you hardcore players, you can reset your gold to 0 or even have low health and low mana. Sadly guys, that is all we have time for this month's roundup. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, smash that like button and subscribe and show support to the MegaDev team. If you haven't, let us know in the comments what we could do differently. Okay, I will catch you on the next one. Ciao.